Aloha, my friends. Gold and silver market update for June 4th, 2021, 6:38 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. We're looking at the gold futures contracts right here, and we see on the 3rd, gold sold off incredibly, and on the 4th today, look at this. Look at this price action here. Opened up right where gold closed, traded all the way down here to test the 200-day moving average, moved all the way up here into like almost into this top 25% of the candle to close in the bottom, about the bottom 50% of that. Maybe you remember a couple videos ago that I was talking about Eric Townsend from Macro Voices was saying that he expected at some point gold to come down and test this 200-day moving average, which apparently is somewhat common when equities will break out past their 200-day moving average. I get it. This is not an equity. It's a futures contract. Nonetheless, I guess when things that trade break out past their 200-day moving average, they'll come down and test it. Especially sometimes things like these monetary metals, gold and silver. Do me a favor. Give a thumbs up to this video. Like this video. Let's get back into it. So what are we looking at here? Well, we're looking to see if next week, if the futures contract price for gold is going to make it back up here. Interestingly enough, we're still closing above this 880 mark. So the 900 mark is, 1900 mark is significant. So is this 1880. If you remember from some of the videos in the past. Of course, we can go lower there, but right now we're still closing above this 1880. So if we continue to make a base around the 1880, we'll see how quickly maybe gold will restore to this 1900 mark. We'll see. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart. Obviously, it's red, bearish, meaning that it opened here, closed here, traded as high as here, as low as this. It is in the top 50% of the full candles trading range, and prices closed in the more of the bottom half, about the bottom 25%-ish of this bullish candle here. So in a way, we just moved sideways in 1 week time. Selling volume really picked up. What's interesting about the futures market is that there's something about the ability to be able to sell futures contracts on gold and silver where there's not necessarily the actual physical commodity to back that up. I'm not the best at explaining this. I've heard it explained several times. So basically, I believe the way it is that in order to sell, let's say 10 gold futures contracts into the market, you don't necessarily need the equivalent ounces of gold to back up those silver contracts in order to sell. So what does that really mean? I don't fully know, other than this price does not fully reflect what the actual physical metal that you can hold in your hand. It can give you an idea, but there's something more going on. That's it. Just realize that there's a difference between trading these futures contracts and trading or investing in the physical metal. The prices don't exactly match up. And definitely the supply doesn't seem to match up. So let's move on to silver. Silver looking somewhat similar. We see that it really dropped off. Prices came back, closing right around the 50% mark of the red candle, and basically a bit of sideways. We seem to be still in this range from 2750 to 1850, which I've been saying for quite a while. So we'll see how things play out next week. And of course, we have those same things happening in the silver market. On the weekly candle, Same as gold, a bit sideways. However, on this close, we're in the top 25% of this candle. Not a super bullish candle here, not like this. We see, like, for example, wide range bullish candle here. Prices close in the top 25% of it, went a little higher. So could we go a little higher next week? Could we go a little bit sideways next week? Yeah, we'll see how things play out. These metals are really volatile, which can make them super fun to trade the different futures contracts or um, metal related equities. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to trade future contracts? Do you know how to trade gold miners or gold commodity mining ETFs, anything like that? Do you know how to do that? Are you successfully implementing it? Do you know it past just theory? Maybe can you go to a dinner party, or can you go somewhere and talk and make it sound like you know what you're doing, but when it comes down to being alone and no one's around and you're staring in front of your screen of your brokerage, are you able to make money from that, of what you quote unquote know? Either way, hit this thumbs up button. like this video for me. Subscribe to this wherever you're watching it, whatever you're doing. Somehow subscribe to that. And if you realize that maybe that's you, maybe that you have a theoretical understanding of some of this stuff, but you don't necessarily have the ability to take that theoretical understanding and actually implement it into your life to receive tangible results, financial results that you could use to put gas in your car, then message me. Let's have a conversation. We'll see if our personalities kind of line up and see if you can help me, I can help you. We'll have a win-win relationship. If not, no problem. We'll just have one more friend over somewhere in the internet land, right? You guys have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.